Thought our guys played really hard. We were really focused defensively tonight. I know it was somewhat of a rock fight in the first half. It wasn't real pretty. But I thought both teams were playing really hard defensively. We challenged them to make shots on the perimeter, and the biggest key was rebounding the basketball. We knew that going in. I thought, Darius and Damo, I thought they were tremendous today. Steve, you got to write more articles about Damo on that stuff. I thought he was tremendous today. And it's a group that's, obviously, we've all been frustrated with the outcome of games after we've been up. And we know we were good enough to win these games. So for these guys to win a game like this and finish it, make their free throws, obviously we shot 87% for the foul line. If we'd been doing that all year, we'd have some more wins. But we rebounded, we finished, we made plays, even with, dealing with some immense pressure and turning the ball over. But I thought our guys did a great job. DC was tremendous again down the stretch, and everybody who played really contributed today and really did a good job.
Kept the rotation short. It's kind of been a trend so far in the conference play. What's your thinking going into that?
Well, it's kind of been a trend throughout our whole conference. If you look at everybody's not playing that many guys, and really what it came down to tonight was that, Darius and Damo were playing so well, and every win is so important. And when guys were playing well, we kept them in the flow and playing. Same with Micah. We slid Micah down to the bottom of the zone a little bit because we were struggling offensively at the time in the first half to kind of give us a little bit more flow. So, it's all getting predicated on productivity, and every game is so important. So you got to make sure that we keep things tight, and it's not to say we're not going to play more guys next game.
The development with Darius Lewis is clearly apparent. It seems like the next step for him is trying to stay out of foul trouble. What do you see him doing?
Well, Darius has worked extremely hard in changing his body. The thing we have to work with Darius is consistency. He's had a couple of bad games, or a couple of games where we weren't as enough productive, and then he had a real good one. Now, can he have another real good one, the next time out, and keep going from there? Because I think it's been inconsistent, But again, like I've been talking to you guys all year about this. I think we have 9 guys in our program that are either freshmen, sophomores, or new to the program. That's a lot. And Darius is very, very new. He didn't really play much last year. So I think he's making great strides, and hopefully he can continue to. When he plays like that, we're a much better team.
Are you guys able to not maybe shut down, but at least limit Trevon Thompson, who was averaging a double-double?
Yeah.
You guys struggled, especially in the second half against Endoy last week.
Yeah. Well, we addressed it. We talked about it. It was a big factor of really crowding him and crowding his space and not letting him feel comfortable when he touched the basketball. And I thought we did a great job on the glass, yet he still had, 10 rebounds, 7 offensive. But that's how talented he is. But I thought we did a good job of our zone, keeping it tight and really bothering him.
What was going wrong on those 2 turnovers on the inbound passes where you couldn't get it in?
Well, I just think we didn't cut fast enough. We didn't cut aggressively enough. Our inbounders have to understand what we have timeouts. They have to understand angles. They can run the baseline. And again, it was pretty good pressure. They do a good job. They've done that to a lot of teams. So we got to make sure we do a better job of that.
If there's a difference, can you just speak a little bit to the difference of being able to, obviously playing at home, it's just more comfortable for the guys, but what's the feel like? You guys are just in games a lot more around here than you are on the road.
Yeah, you look at it, I think everybody in the country is like that, especially, again, with a young team. We definitely play better at home. We're more comfortable. We've gotten up on every opponent pretty much at home. Also, some of the teams that we played away have been really good, and that played a factor in it too. I think the biggest thing about tonight's game is the team effort, and these guys finished the game, and that's what they were talking about. They weren't talking about, hey, let's not blow it. They were talking more like, hey, we're winning this one. We're going to finish this one. So it was more of a positive approach for them, so it was good.
Following through on finishing, for a young team like this, how important is this moment?
It's so important because we've had opportunities that we haven't succeeded at, similar to this, up 12 in 2 games against 2 good teams, and we lost. So we do it in practice. We do situations. We've done it now. For them to do it in live play, obviously, it makes you feel good and there's confidence in it, and kind of prove to them that they can do it. That's what we've been talking about all the time. They can. Make your free throws. Don't turn it over. Proper execution defensively and rebound the basketball, and that's what we did.
How much of a boost can it give a young team to get the losing streak off its back going into this break here?
I hope a lot. I hope a lot. But, it's February now. We got a lot of games coming up, we're playing against a lot of teams. We're all fighting. Everybody's fighting. You look at our league, it's everybody's fighting. And that's what you got to do down the stretch and get yourself ready for the A-10 tournament.
Jordan Stevens has been playing better and better off the bench. It seems like he can get a shot from just about anywhere. Talk about your trust in him, especially going down the stretch.
Yeah, well, the thing with Jordan Stevens is, he can do things that other guys can't. He's a guy that can create his own shot. The biggest challenge with Jordan is him making the right decision of what shot to take and what shot not to take. And I think his best games are when he has 4 assists and 12 points, when he mixes the whole thing up. But, again, when you have the ability to create your own shot, that's a gift. He's worked at it. He just has to make the right decisions on if it's the right shot for the team at the time or not. So he's getting better at it.
The whole staff was wearing sneakers tonight. Talk about what that charitable movement means for you.
Yeah, well, the Coaches vs. Cancer is obviously it's very important. I think cancer has touched all our lives, and obviously one of our own family members, Derek, battled cancer and is winning right now. So whenever we have an opportunity to bring notice to our battle against cancer and hopefully raise funds and raise awareness, that's what it's all about. I do it in the community with Andy and Jamie. We're really involved, as a lot of people know, and it's really important. So when we have an opportunity to do it, we're going to do it. We're going to continue to.
George mentioned almost a little confused in the first 90 seconds. You had to call a timeout. Do you think, I don't know, maybe your zone defense is particularly effective tonight? What was going right with
Yeah, I think it was. Obviously, they shot 13% in the first half. I think the zone stymied them, but it was something that we felt we had to do. This team is a lane team. They need to get the ball in the lane. And I thought we did a good job of that, so maybe we frustrated them a little bit. Paul's an outstanding coach, and obviously you saw he made some great adjustments, and they flowed a little bit easier in the second half and got some better shots. But I thought our kids really did a good job of keeping that focus, of keeping it tight, crowding the lane, and rebounding the basketball.